What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is the Wisdom Channel. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I'm gonna let everybody creep up in here before I start talking about this topic that I know y'all have heard of in the past and stuff like that. This has been talked about a lot. You see it on the memes, you see it on social media, you see it everywhere, and it's not my complete opinion per se, but I'm going to talk about it because I do see it as well, and I know of people, and I see women that are married. Sometimes you come across women. Sometimes you don't know that they're married. The only way that you know that they're married is if you ask them, because they may not conduct themselves as such, but it's something that predominantly most women are looking for to be married or to be someone's wife. Just the idea of it. The idea is attractive. The idea is something to look forward to. You know, it's basically what folks strive for. Well, what women strive for is to get that ring to be placed on the finger. You know what I mean? So, I've done videos similar to this in the past. And it's strange that I think it's like marriage for some women is it's like a finish line. It's like that flag on the top of the hill that you finally was able to, or it kind of means like that you're worthy. You're worthy of being chosen by someone, and they went as far as to say that they want to marry you. But due to the way society is set up now, I think attention trumps the marriage piece of it. It's cool to be married, but not to appear that way. It's cool to be. You want to be married, but you still want to appear single to the masses. You know what I mean? You want to have the appearance that you're not locked down or that you have your freedom. And as I've stated in the past in other videos, that a woman losing her freedom is very significant. You know, it can be detrimental to the way she sees herself, or just her being a strong, independent woman. Period. That being locked down is just one of those things. So that's why a lot of times women objectify themselves on social media, out and about, in the clubs, and they say they don't do it for anyone but themselves, but we know that's not true. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Can I get a tall Bud Light? Yeah, they don't. I always ask the question for women who pose that argument. This is heterosexual women, not gay women. Would you go to a club if there was nothing but women there? If there were never any guys there, would you go? Or, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, women appreciate attention from men and women, so it doesn't matter. But the purpose of going out, when you ask a woman why does she go out, she'll say, I go out to listen to music. I go to the club to listen to music. I don't go to the club for men to see me. I don't go to the club. I go to the club to have a good time with my girls. I don't go to clubs for men to see me. So when I ask that question of would you go to a club just women only, it's like, yeah, I would do that, but at the end of the day, it's to be seen by men and women. But we have a thing. What's happening? We have a thing where, for example, you can scroll through social media for the most part. Women that you're friends with if they go on vacations, if they go out to the clubs, things like that. And this is, for the most part, this is women in general, but definitely married women. You will never see the husband when they go on vacations out to the club, such and such. You'll never see the husband or significant other for the most part with them, but you'll always see the women that they're with, the friends. You'll see them with their friends, but you'll never see them with the significant other. Ask yourself, why is that? What are you hiding? You know, what are you hiding at the end of the day? Go through your timeline right now. Anybody you know that's married, who you know frequents the club or goes on vacation or whatever. Even if they're not married, even if you know if they're in a relationship, the majority of the time you're not going to see who is financing that trip, the significant other or the husband. You're just going to see them when they post pictures, or you're going to see their girlfriends, but you'll never see the guy for the most part. So and what goes along with that is you'll ask the majority, not the majority, I'm not even getting into all that, but we get into the point where every woman is a queen or a princess and should be married, but a lot of times are willing to give up, not put in the work, or and I know people are going to watch this video and say you want somebody to be a slave. It's not about being a slave. You like the idea of being married, but you don't want to actually do the work, so to speak. Once you got the ring or you have that title that you're married, it's like all the rest of that stuff is out of the window. You know what I mean? What is so... I get it. I talked about it in other videos. Women want to be desired. Women love to be desired, even after they're married. Some women want to be desired or they want to know that other than their husband, that someone wants them, someone is attracted to them, someone desires them. You know, and you have married women give out their number, go out on dates, have side dudes, just like men. Men get a bad rap, but it's a lot of women that are doing this as well. You know, for those of you, I mean, now I'm not really going to include my story in it. For those of you who know my story and have bought my book, you have women who are married, have husbands and children, and they're still out doing their thing, and they think that it's permissible and acceptable to sleep with other men on the side, and the man should just sit back and just endure it. Thank you. Appreciate it. They should just sit back and appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's weird, the thought process. My thing is, marriage is not something to be taken lightly at all. Yeah, you said that right, Queenie. Honestly, many women want the ring and being able to say I'm married, just to be able to say I'm married. But you will see, I mean, just like, I'm not the only person, but you know so many women who are actually married that don't conduct themselves like wives and actually see different men, go on dates with different men, talk to different men, having sex with different men, getting pregnant outside of while they're married by men other than their husbands. It's just weird out here, and I don't get why you just don't go on about your business. Why get married in the first place? And we could talk about men all day, because it's mostly men that we say are the ones who don't honor the marriage, who are cheating, and who are in the infidelity tip. But it's women who do it just as much. So what's the point? It all boils down to insecurity, comfort, the thrill, challenge, the adrenaline rush. Anybody, man or woman, I mean, there's situations and stuff, but if you put up with that's on you. Why? My question is, why be married? And you're just like, I'm going to conduct myself like I'm a single person. You know what I mean? Whether you do it for revenge or you're actually doing it just because this is something that's fulfilling you. or it's something that's fashionable, or is it something you're attracted to the likes? You're a freak for attention. And as I said in the previous video, which I'll try and attach all these videos, but a freak for attention has no moral compass. That's period. Anybody that you see, anybody that you know, whether it be in real life or social media, a freak for attention, somebody who's constantly seeking attention from someone or someone to compliment them and things like that, they have low self-esteem and they have no moral compass. No moral compass at all. So, and someone said something about a biological clock. I mean, there's women in their 40s and 50s cheating. You know, I get what you're saying about biological clock, but sometimes you do have older women trying to hold on to days that have passed when they're over the hill. Those days are over, and you might not be getting the same compliments that you used to get. And this happens with all women. You're not going to get the same compliments that you were used to once upon a time. So this is when more and more clothing comes off. This is when more body is shown. This is when more selfies are posted. You know what I mean? This is what happens in these situations. Anything to make you feel desired, make you feel wanted. And I tell you men one thing. You can't compete with social media when it comes to attention for a woman. Social media will beat you every time when it comes to attention and women that seek attention. Your girl, you'll never win. Look at these over 40 women on IG acting like teens. Facts. I'm drinking the same thing I always drink down there. It's a margarita, man. Every Thursday. You already know. But yeah, I see it every day, man. I see a few women in their 40s, they're posting ass shots and pictures of their ass and titties, you know, up to 10 times a day on a profile. How much are they, man? I don't know. It depends on where you're at. Where I'm at is usually between it's like around $8. It's usually where you're at, man. But if you do this before, you might have some simp that'll wife you up and try to lock you down. But no man, or a woman that's doing that, no man's gonna take you seriously. In my opinion, you know, when you say it's all about do you, by all means do you. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but. It's just a video I wanted to do. I wanted to talk about that real quick. Get my thoughts off as usual. I haven't been on lately. Figured I'd go ahead and knock this one out. Appreciate it, man. I'm doing like alpha male wisdom. Let me cut that out, man. Anybody got anything, man, before I hop up off here? Any comments? Any topics? Any questions? Anything you'd like me to touch on before I log up off here? The whole institution of marriage needs to be revised. When you say revised, are you talking about legally, or are you just talking about the understanding between husband and wife? Because legally, we talking about a whole different ball game right there. You know, we're talking about a government contract, which I have several videos on this government contract process. It's not the marriage, it's the people in it. True indeed. You should know, you should hash all this out before you ask anybody to marry you. You should never ask someone to marry you just to save a relationship. just my thoughts on that. You know. Married for love hasn't been around. Nah. It's about either security or looks. Security or looks. That's what it's pretty much all about. Unfortunately. Yeah, I won't tarry too much longer. See, y'all don't have men married for love and look. Women married for security. As they should. That's how it goes. Some women marry for looks though, but yeah, the majority, what a smart woman looks for in relationships, whether she's looking for marriage or not, is she's looking for security. And is this man good for me? How's the business? Business is good, man. You talking about my side hustle? Yeah, business is good. You know, I'm making people homeowners, car owners, all types of good stuff out here. You know what I mean? So yeah, business is good.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Said, ask yourself, can I live without this person? If no, marry them. If yes, they are not the one. That's cool. But that takes some serious evaluation to add. I mean, when you say, can I live without this person? Of course, technically you can. They're not air. You know what I'm saying? They're not oxygen. You can live without them, but I mean, what you're talking about is you can't sleep or this person is always on your mind. You know, you're obsessed with this person. You can say that about somebody who treats you bad. I can't live without this person. People do it all the time. They'll stick with somebody and they'll say, I can't live without this person. This person treats them like shit. You know what I mean? So this is real world stuff. But you gotta understand what you're willing to put up with. If you want somebody slapping you every day, somebody dissing you, somebody disrespecting you, you arguing with someone every day, someone's disrespecting you, like I said, somebody's threatening you, well, if you don't do this, I'm gonna leave you, then you don't. Well, people stick with people like that every day. People are in marriages and relationships right now because of the fear of someone leaving them, someone threatening to leave them if they don't take their shit. That's like slavery, and that's a horrible position to be in, where you're afraid someone's gonna leave you, so you have to submit to them and do what they say. I'll never do that again, because that's not love and that's not the way stuff should be. But you know, I'll never do that again. That's one of the worst feelings to be in. Anxiety, constantly dealing with anxiety and dealing with wondering what they're gonna do next. There's no way to live your life. No way. You better off by yourself, reading a book, going exercise and improving yourself, than having to deal with somebody's attitude, because they're used to getting their way. Nobody should be grown. Nobody should be disrespected. So that's it, man. I'm about to get up off here. Let me check the comments. She said that's that romance novel stuff. Yeah. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna hop up off here. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, that's cool too. Give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. That's cool with me too. You know, it doesn't affect me anyway. I don't make a lot of money off YouTube. I just make enough money just to pay my light bill. That's it. So, not even my light bill, my car insurance. I just make enough just to pay my car insurance. So, it's no big deal, guys. But anyway, check me out. Add me on Facebook and Instagram, social media. You guys need help. I'm out of here, man. Peace.